Hey, Storypiller friends, it's me, Meg. Sneak, Bean, Sparky, and I hope you're busy guzzling hot chocolate, stuffing your face with marshmallows, and having lots of winterific fun.
Heads up! Sparky Gan's supersonic snowball coming in hot!
As we make plans for Storypillar's 4th season, we'd love to hear what you think about our silly Storytastic show. Grown-ups, round up any Storypillar fans you can find and head to storypillar.com to take our listener feedback survey. Tell us what you love, what you think we should change up, and help shape our first steps into 2025. As always, thanks for listening and
Happy New Year! We love you!
Hey, Storypillar friends, it's me, Meg.
And Sneak! And Bean! And Sparky, Sparky, Pookie, Wookie, Pookie!
As you know, we're on winter break.
But don't fret, chicken sweat. Ew. Because we'll be replaying some of your favorite stories from season 3 each Monday while we're away.
We're calling them Story Sips, little tastes of Storypillar to tide your ears over while we're working hard on season 4.
Ooh, like a triple choco blaster super sprinkle berry rainbow swirly twirly milkshake for your ears. Look alive, Sparkykins. Hit me with an ear straw step, baby.
But don't actually pour sugary whipped cream milk in your ears? Definitely not. But do sit back, maybe grab an actual milkshake or a nice exciting glass of water.
And get your ear holes ready for the Bunny and the Crow from full episode 3.4. Okay, people, it's Slurpy Burpy time.
Sneak. The Bunny and the Crow by Denise Florez and Meg Lewis. Adapted from The Raven and the Coot, a folktale from the Upper Yukon. Quannah watched the town sparkle under a dusting of new snow. She huffed a warm breath onto the window pane and traced a heart on the frosty glass. The sky outside was still dark, even though she had just finished lunch, and it was almost time to get ready for the winter festival, where she would see the sun shine for the first time in almost a month.
Good night.
Why does he have to be so loud? She groaned as her little brother's piercing shouts and stomping feet rattled the walls. Quannah plucked her stuffed bunny off her quilted bedspread.
He's in my face all the time, like a bee on a flower.
Ugh, not like you. She gave the stuffy's worn cheeks a kiss and tugged on her uneven whiskers. I love you way more. The door exploded and Yakez crashed into her room, face covered in jelly.
Quannah, we go festival!
What are you doing? Get out of my room! She crushed Isla to her chest and shook a finger at her annoying, sticky brother.
And my name is Quannah. Quannah.
Yakez stomped and stuck out his tongue, sending a spray of potato chip crumbs all over Isla's pink, lopsided ears.
Ew, gross. Get out. And stop saying my name wrong.
She gave him one quick shove and slammed the door. Then bunched her hands into fists and nearly squeezed the stuffing out of poor Isla's paw. Quannah? What happened? Her mother squinted suspiciously, a snuffling Yakez clinging to her knees.
Nothing. I didn't do anything. He comes in here and drools on all my stuff, and he can't even say my name right.
She wiped hot tears from her eyes and shook Isla in her brother's direction. Quannah, please be patient with your brother. Her mother smiled gently and rubbed the little boy's back. He's younger than you and is still learning. You know that. Quannah played with Isla's ears, but no longer felt like her head might explode. Well, when is he gonna stop learning? We never stop learning, little bear. Her mother grinned and playfully tugged the rabbit's fluffy white tail. As her mother kissed the top of her head, Quannah hugged Isla close, then silently counted to 10 and turned to face her brother. I'm sorry, Yakez. I shouldn't have shouted at you, but maybe knock next time, okay?
Okay, Quannah. I'm sorry too.
He planted a sticky kiss on her elbow before tugging Isla free of her grasp.
Snuggle Festival! Yakez, take bunny! Yakez, give that back!
Quannah sprinted down the hall after him,
Yakez!
watching Isla's ears flap like chicken wings as he scuttled through the kitchen and barreled out the back door.
Yakez!
She burst into the yard seconds behind her brother and gasped like a dying fish.
No, 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 no!
Yakez screamed up at a tree branch and waved his very empty hands at a large crow with 2 pink bunny ears dangling from its beak.
Come back, bad crow!
Quannah felt her heart turn to ice.
Yakez, try not to scare it. Give bunny back!
But the crow took off in an explosion of black feathers. Yakez burst into tears, and Quannah felt her heart burst into a million pieces as Isla's fluffy white tail sailed out of sight beneath steadily flapping wings.
Isla!
Quannah sipped from a steaming cup of hot cocoa and felt its warmth seep through her favorite purple mittens. She drank in the lights and sounds whirling around the festival grounds and almost forgot about Isla and the crow and her terrible, no good, perfectly rotten little brother.
There!
Yakez ran ahead of their mother and bared his tiny white teeth at a towering polar bear ice sculpture, then turned and made a silly face in Quannah's direction. She just scowled back, feeling an angry flush creep up her neck.
You're so annoying!
She tried to focus on the other shimmering statues. There was one shaped like a caribou with wide, majestic antlers, and another of a groundhog with its cheeks stuffed full of something tasty. She'd started to feel just the tiniest bit better until her eyes landed on a block of glistening blue ice perfectly carved into the shape of a rabbit. Tears rolled down her cheeks, and she plopped down next to the giant bunny's icy paws.
Candy, Quannah?
Yakez looked down at her with sad puppy dog eyes and held out a half-eaten chocolate-smeared peace offering.
Ew, go away!
Quannah crossed her arms, but the little boy dropped to all fours and somehow managed to worm his way onto her lap. She twisted and was about to fling him away like a pebble in a slingshot when her mother caught her eye over the top of Yakez's fuzzy hat. Be patient, little bear. He's still learning. Quannah heard her mother's words pulse through the tiny twinkling lights strung high above the ice rabbit's enormous ears.
We never stop learning.
She took a deep breath and gently wrapped her arms around her brother.
Sorry, tok bunny, Quannah.
He wiped his nose on her sleeve and snuggled closer.
Ew.
She made a face at the brother boogers dripping from her elbow, but decided to hug him back anyway.
Just don't take my things without asking, okay? Okay, Quannah.
Gross.
Yakez, help find Quannah bunny?
My name isn't... Quannah squeezed her eyes shut, then opened them and started again.
Thanks, Yakez. But can you maybe try to say my name right? Quannah.
She watched his small face scrunch up and crossed her fingers inside her mittens.
Quannah.
He puffed like a steam engine until Quannah was sure he'd land face first in the snow.
Okay. Maybe we'll try again tomorrow.
She smiled and reached for his hand.
Wanna go look for Isla? Find bunny! Find bad cow!
Yakez nearly pulled her arm out of its socket.
Ow! Okay, I'm coming.
Quannah felt her mother squeeze her shoulder before setting off in search of her precious rabbit, her possibly not so rotten little brother skipping happily at her side.
Quannah, look, Yakez skate!
Yakez stumbled like a dizzy penguin and landed hard on the slick surface.
Try to slide, Yakez, not walk.
like this. Quannah pushed off the ice, towing a wobbly Yakez towards the edge of the crowded rink. Skating was Quannah's favorite. When the winter nights were long and they had to wait for days to see the sunrise, she often zipped around on her ice skates, Isla tucked carefully into her jacket, flying in circles until the stars blurred above them.
Let go, do like Quannah.
She released Yakez's hands and watched him take a few teetering strides before wrapping his arms around a fence rail and beaming proudly up at her.
Hey, Yakez, you did it, you skated.
Quannah spun in a circle, then whooshed over to the fence and studied the bustling fairground.
Sorry, no fine funny, Quannah.
It's okay, Yakez. At least we tried. And they had. Together, brother and sister had searched through every food stand, trinket stall, and trash can in the entire festival. They had climbed fences and picnic tables and even made it halfway up a knobby old pine tree before their mother dragged them off to the ice rink for a break. Quannah slid her skates back and forth on the ice, then shrieked as Yakez slapped her eyeball.
Ow!
Yakez!
Cold, bad cold!
He shimmied under the fence and toddled after a large black bird swooping past the rink with something pink clamped tightly in its beak.
Isla!
Quannah raced past the other skaters and caught up to where her brother frantically hopped around in the snow just outside the rink.
Bad cold! Give Quannah bunny back!
Yakez shouted and growled and threw a steady stream of snowballs at its wildly flapping wings.
Give bunny back! Yeah, give me back my Isla!
Quannah launched a few snowy missiles of her own until the massive bird zigged and zagged, then let out an ear-splitting caw and fluttered off in a huff.
Bunny!
Quannah's heart leapt into her ears as the stolen bunny tumbled from the crow's open beak and plopped onto the ground before them.
Got bunny, Quannah! Bad cold gone!
Yakez scooped Isla up and shook the snow from her long, furry ears.
Isla! I can't believe we found you!
Quannah hugged the rumpled stuffy tightly to her chest.
Well, I guess Yakez found you.
She kissed her precious rabbit in the exact center of her soft gray nose, then swept her brother into a bear hug.
Thank you, Yakez. You're not terrible at all.
She held him and Isla close and spun like a storm cloud until the little boy shrieked with glee and her insides wobbled like jelly.
Quannah Peko! Chase bunny!
Yakez tugged at her sleeve and pointed toward the rink. You want me to chase you?
Peace. Quannah Peko! Yakez hold bunny!
He stretched out his arms and wiggled his mittens at her. Okay. Just try not to lose her this time.
Okay, Quannah.
Okay, ready. She gave him a gentle push and flapped her wings like a giant ice skating bird.
Caw! I'm gonna get you, little rabbit! Quannah!
And so they played, the squealing, wobbly bunny and the large, featherless crow with purple mittens, until the sun finally rose and joined in the fun.
Yakez love Quannah.
The end.
Nothing like pelting cheeky birds with snowballs to bring two siblings closer together. Ooh, or we could just throw them at each other's faces. Bam! Holy cheese balls, Sneak, where did you even get those?
Grown-ups, if you and your kids had fun chasing after fluffy bunnies and cheeky crows with us, please send this story sip to someone else who might enjoy listening. Simply open this episode in Apple Podcasts or Spotify, click on the 3 dots to the right of the title, and select Share.
Don't forget to visit our Ko-fi page to make a donation and support more fantastic episodes of Storypillar. And Chicken Hand, head to storypillar.com to take our listener feedback survey and tell us what you think about our Storytastic show.
Okay, I think that's it. Thanks for taking another listen to The Bunny and the Crow with us. We'll see you next Monday for another Story Sip.
Bye. We love